In January, Canada announced a temporary pause on future funding to UNRWA. This difficult but necessary decision was taken alongside many donor countries following disturbing allegations that some of UNRWA employees participated in the horrific October 7th terrorist attacks against Israel. Today, I'm announcing that Canada's funding for UNRWA will resume. The decision is in recognition of the serious and significant processes that the United Nations has undertaken to address the issues in UNRWA and the recognition of the critical role that UNRWA plays in providing much-needed support to over 2 million Palestinians in Gaza, as well as the broader region, millions more in the broader region. Let me emphasize our position. There must be zero tolerance for terror-related activities within the United Nations, including in UNRWA. Canada has reviewed the interim report of the investigation conducted by the United Nations, and we're closely following this investigation as well as the conclusion of the broader independent review being conducted by former French Foreign Minister Colonna. I was in Rafah just 2 weeks ago, Rafah, Egypt, where I met courageous Canadian humanitarian workers who are doing everything that they can to save lives in Gaza. I saw hundreds of trucks filled with life-saving supplies stuck at the border, waiting to enter. And some of these trucks had been stationed at the border for over 2 weeks. Today, I'm also announcing that Canada is partnering with Jordan and the World Food Programme to conduct airdrops in Gaza to deliver essential food, clothing, and blankets to those who desperately need it. I was in Jordan yesterday and I saw these essential goods being loaded into planes destined for Gaza. We've also in the past allocated substantial funding to the World Food Programme, and through them we will be supporting the airdrops of Canadian-funded supplies into Gaza. In addition to that, today I'm also announcing that the Canadian Armed Forces will be providing over 300 cargo parachutes from the Canadian Army Advanced Warfare Centre in Trenton to the Royal Jordanian Air Force to assist them in conducting airdrops in Gaza. These 300 parachutes from Canada will enable the delivery and the airdropping of 75 tons of food, medicine, clothing, and hygiene products into much-needed Gazans, into the hands of much-needed Palestinian civilians. Canada continues to call for compliance with international humanitarian law with respect to the allowing of unimpeded and significant aid to go into Gaza. We continue to call for the immediate release of all hostages. We condemn Hamas for its actions, terrorist actions on October the 7th. We call for an immediate ceasefire, and we call for much more assistance to reach Palestinians in Gaza through many different means. Lives are at stake, and this support simply cannot wait. Canada is using every tool possible to get more aid into Gaza to those who desperately need it. We will simply not stand by, and we will not let up in our efforts.